Welcome to my English podcast.
Learn, practice, and speak with confidence.
Hey. Welcome back to my English podcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Mia. And today, we're talking about something that feels small but makes a huge difference. Your breath.
Yup. Breathing. It sounds simple because, well, we all do it. But most of us don't know how to use it properly. Especially when we're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just a little off.
Right. And sometimes you don't even know you're holding your breath until someone says, "Hey, are you okay?"
I've totally done that. Like right before a big presentation or an exam, my shoulders go up, my breathing gets shallow, and boom, my brain feels foggy.
Yeah, anxiety and stress can change the way we breathe. And the crazy part? We can also flip it. We can use our breath to calm ourselves down.
So that's what today is all about. Practicing breathing techniques to calm your mind. And of course, we're not doing this alone. We have Mrs. Tina with us, our go-to expert who always makes everything easy to understand.
Hi, Max. Hi, Mia. It's great to be back. And you're both right, breathing is one of the most powerful tools we all have. And the best part? It's free, it's always with you, and you can learn to use it at any time.
That's actually one of the things I love most. You don't need a fancy app, or a yoga mat, or a quiet mountain. Just you. And your breath.
Let's start with the basics. Why do we even need to learn how to breathe? Isn't it automatic?
Good question. Yes, breathing is automatic, but there's a difference between automatic breathing and intentional breathing. Most of us breathe in a shallow way, especially when we're stressed. That means we only use the top part of our lungs. It's fast, it's tight, and it actually increases anxiety.
Oh wow, so the way we breathe when we're stressed makes us more stressed?
Exactly. It becomes a loop. You're stressed, so you breathe fast. Then your body thinks something dangerous is happening, so it adds more stress. And that keeps going.
So how do we break the loop?
With slow, deep, controlled breathing. When you slow your breath, especially your exhale, you send a message to your body that says, "You're safe. You can relax." Your heart rate slows, your muscles let go of tension, and your brain feels calmer.
That's amazing. And also kind of beautiful. Like our own body trying to help us calm down.
So let's say someone's feeling anxious. Maybe they're sitting in a classroom or at work or even just alone at home. What's the first breathing technique they can try?
Let's start with one of the easiest, box breathing. It's also called four breathing. Here's how it works. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Hold again for 4 seconds. You repeat this cycle a few times. It creates a calm, even rhythm in the body, like drawing the 4 sides of a box.
That's such a cool image. Drawing a box with your breath.
Can we try it right now? Together?
Absolutely. Everyone listening, join us if you can. Sit comfortably. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4.
Wow. Even just 2 rounds, I feel like my whole body slowed down.
My brain feels quieter. Like I was thinking about 10 things before. Now I'm just here.
Exactly. That's what happens when we breathe with intention. You bring yourself back to the present. You give your nervous system a break.
And this can help in daily situations, right? Like before speaking in English?
Yes. That's actually one of the best times to use it. Speaking another language can be stressful. You worry about grammar, pronunciation, finding the right words. Taking a few slow breaths before you speak helps you feel more confident and focused.
It also buys you a little time. Like a pause button.
Let's talk about another one. What's belly breathing? I've heard the term, but I'm not sure what it really means.
Great question. Belly breathing, also called diaphragmatic breathing, means breathing deeply into your belly instead of your chest. Most of us breathe into our chest, which is shallow. But when you breathe into your belly, you use your diaphragm fully. This creates a much deeper, more calming breath.
How can someone tell if they're doing it right?
Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Now take a deep breath. If the hand on your belly rises more than the one on your chest, you're doing belly breathing.
Let me try. Oh yeah, that feels different. It's slower and it takes more focus.
Same here. It's like I'm filling a balloon in my stomach.
That's a great way to imagine it. Imagine a balloon in your belly. You're inflating it gently with each breath.
I feel like I can think more clearly after just 1 minute of doing this.
That's the beauty of it. You don't need 20 minutes. Even just 60 seconds of calm breathing can shift your mood.
Okay, let's pause here for a second. This is such a helpful conversation, especially for learners. Because we're not just talking about breathing, we're also learning English at the same time.
Right, so let's go over some useful English phrases connected to this.
Sure. Here are a few simple ones. I'm practicing deep breathing. I need a moment to breathe. I'm calming myself down with slow breaths. Let me focus on my breathing for a minute. Breathing helps me manage stress.
Those are perfect. Natural, simple, and easy to use in real life.
What I love is that you can use these in different situations. Before a speech, during an argument, or even just when you're overwhelmed at work or school.
Exactly. Breathing is not just for yoga class. It's for everyday life.
So friends, that's our first step today. Just learning to pause and breathe.
Okay, so we've learned about box breathing and belly breathing. Both are simple and really effective. But I'm wondering, what if someone is feeling overwhelmed in a public place, like in a train, or a classroom, or even standing in line? What's a breathing technique they can use without anyone noticing?
That's a great point, Mia. One technique I really like for those situations is called 2-to-1 breathing. It's super subtle but very powerful. Here's how it works. You simply make your exhale twice as long as your inhale. So for example, you breathe in for 3 seconds and breathe out for 6. Or in for 4 and out for 8. No one will notice. You don't need to move your hands or close your eyes. It's invisible to the outside world.
Oh, I like that. That seems easy enough to try without looking weird in public.
Totally. Can we try it now, maybe with a 3-second inhale and 6-second exhale?
Of course. Everyone listening, if you're in a safe place, join us. Okay. Breathe in 2, 3. And breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Inhale 2, 3. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That long exhale really feels like letting something go. Like tension is just leaving the body.
It's like sighing but slower. And it kind of tells your brain, we're okay, nothing's chasing us.
Exactly. The long exhale activates something called the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and relax system in your body.
So while shallow breathing triggers fight or flight, this kind of slow, deep breathing tells the body, no danger here.
That's right. And over time, if you do this regularly, your body becomes better at handling stress. You build a kind of calm muscle.
That's such a great image. Like training your nervous system the way we train our muscles at the gym.
Let's also talk about how English learners can use these techniques when learning or speaking English. Because I know that nervous feeling too well, especially when you're about to talk and you forget everything you were going to say.
Yes, that's actually very common. A lot of learners experience something called language anxiety. Your heart beats faster, your palms sweat, and suddenly your mind goes blank, even though you know the vocabulary. That's where breathing becomes a powerful tool. If you pause, take 1 or 2 slow breaths, your brain has a chance to come back online.
And you don't even have to say anything. Just pause, look down, breathe, and then continue.
Exactly. And here's a phrase I teach my students. Give yourself a breath break. That means allow yourself a few seconds to breathe before you speak. Even professional speakers do this.
So cool. What other breathing tips do you give students who feel nervous speaking English?
Here are a few. Breathe before you speak. Even 1 deep breath can help clear your mind. Slow your words. If you speak too fast, you lose your breath. Slow speech and slow breath go together. Breathe during punctuation. At commas and periods, take a breath. It keeps your voice calm and your thoughts organized. Exhale when you get stuck. If you forget a word, exhale instead of panicking. It gives you a moment to think.
These are so useful, and not just for language learners. These are tips I want to use in real life too.
Same. Especially that last one. I usually panic when I forget a word. But now I'll just breathe and give myself a second.
Yes, and that second is powerful. Because when you panic, your brain locks up. But when you exhale, your brain opens up again.
Let's also talk about vocabulary. What are some good words and phrases learners can use when they're feeling overwhelmed?
Sure. Here are a few useful expressions for talking about breathing and calming yourself. I just need a second to breathe. I'm feeling a little anxious right now. Let me take a breath before I respond. Can we pause for a moment? I'm practicing staying calm. Breathing helps me feel more present. These are polite and natural. You can use them in conversations, meetings, or even texts.
That last one. Breathing helps me feel more present. I love that. Because that's the whole idea, right? To bring yourself back to the now.
Yes. Anxiety is usually about the future, what might happen. Breathing brings you back to this moment, this second, where everything is usually okay.
I've actually started using breathing as a way to reset between tasks, like I finish one thing, take 3 slow breaths, and then start the next thing.
That's a beautiful habit. And it's something we can all do. No matter how busy your day is, you can create tiny breathing moments between things.
Okay, let's play a little game. I'll name a situation and you tell me how someone could use breathing to help.
Sounds fun. Go for it.
Alright. Situation 1. A student is about to speak English in front of the class.
Take one slow, deep breath before standing up. Then breathe in for 4 seconds and speak on the exhale. Keep breathing slowly while speaking.
Love it. Okay, situation 2. Someone is feeling anxious during a job interview.
Use 2 to 1 breathing while waiting. Inhale for 3, exhale for 6. Silently repeat to yourself, "You're doing fine."
Nice. Situation 3. Someone just had an argument and they're feeling overwhelmed.
Step away, find a quiet spot, and do box breathing. Breathe in, hold out, hold for 4 counts each. Repeat 3 times before going back.
Perfect. And these can all be done in English-speaking situations too, at work, in class, with friends.
Exactly. Breathing is universal, and it's something you can practice in English and use in English situations.
Okay, one more thing I want to ask. Sometimes when people start practicing breathing, they get frustrated. Like they feel like they're not doing it right. What would you say to them?
That's completely normal. Remember, breathing isn't about being perfect. It's about being kind to your body. Even if your mind is busy or your breath feels tight, just showing up and trying is already helping you.
So it's okay if it's not peaceful right away?
Totally okay. Some days your breath will feel slow and smooth. Other days it'll feel like a mess. But either way, you're teaching your body to be safe, and that's what matters.
That's such a kind way to look at it.
It makes me want to take a deep breath right now, and I just did.
See? That's the magic. Your breath is always there. Always ready to help you feel grounded again.
And for our listeners, don't wait for a crisis. Try this when you're calm too. Build the habit when things are easy, so you have it when things get hard.
Coming up next, we'll explore how breathing can become a daily habit, even just for 1 minute a day. And we'll also talk about how it affects your sleep, your focus, and even your energy levels.
Alright, we're back. So far, we've talked about why breathing matters, how it helps with anxiety, and a few simple techniques like box breathing, belly breathing, and 2-to-1 breathing. But now I'm curious, can breathing actually change how we feel in the long term?
Absolutely, Max. When you make breathing a regular habit, even just 1 or 2 minutes a day, you slowly train your nervous system to stay calmer. It's like giving your mind a gentle reset every day. Over time, you become less reactive, more focused, and emotionally stronger.
That sounds so helpful, especially in today's world where everything is go, 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 and we rarely stop to even check how we're feeling.
Exactly. And the best part is that breathing is one of the simplest habits to start. You don't need 30 minutes. Even 60 seconds is enough to bring a little peace into your day.
Let's say someone wants to start a daily breathing practice, but they've never done anything like this before. What do you suggest?
Start small. I always say 1 minute a day. That's it. Here's a routine I recommend. Sit or stand comfortably. Set a timer for 1 minute. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Repeat until the minute ends. That's it. You've done it. You can do it in bed, in the bathroom, at your desk, or while waiting for your coffee.
I love that. No pressure, no big commitment, just 1 quiet minute to reset.
And I guess once you do it for a few days, it becomes easier, right?
Yes, and you actually start to look forward to it. Because your body remembers how good it feels to breathe slowly. It becomes your safe space.
Can we talk about how breathing helps with sleep? I've had nights where I just couldn't fall asleep because my mind was racing. Can breathing help with that?
Definitely. When your mind is busy at night, your body can stay stuck in a state of alertness. But deep breathing, especially long exhales, tells your body, it's time to rest now. It slows your heart rate, calms your brain waves, and helps you fall asleep more easily.
So should we use the same techniques like 2-to-1 breathing?
Yes, that one is great for bedtime. Try inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 8. And if your mind keeps wandering, just gently bring it back to your breath. You can even say in your mind, in, out, as you breathe. It helps focus your attention.
That's such a calming trick. And again, it doesn't need equipment or a perfect setup. Just close your eyes and breathe.
You know what I love about this episode? It's not just about learning English. It's also about learning how to take care of yourself. And sometimes that's the hardest part of life.
Yes, and even though this is a language podcast, we believe that your emotional health and your language journey are connected.
They absolutely are. If you feel calm and confident, your brain works better. You remember more, you speak more clearly, and you enjoy learning. But if you're always anxious, it becomes harder to think, listen, or speak.
Okay, here's a fun question. If breathing is so powerful, why don't more people talk about it?
Because it's too simple. People are often looking for big solutions, books, programs, apps. But breathing doesn't seem exciting or new, so it's easy to overlook. Yet, it works better than most things if you give it a real chance.
That's so true. We keep looking outside for answers, but sometimes the solution is right inside us. Literally.
Exactly. We carry this tool with us all day long. It's just waiting to be used.
Yes. And for our listeners, especially those learning English, breathing is a way to feel more in control, even when you don't feel confident. It's like your quiet superpower.
Let's give them a quick recap they can remember anytime. Breathing changes your state of mind. Slow breathing equals calm brain. You don't need a lot of time. Try box breathing, belly breathing, or 2-to-1 breathing. You can use breathing before speaking English, during stressful moments, or to help with sleep.
And most importantly, be patient. Breathing isn't about doing it perfectly. It's about coming back to yourself.
Exactly. If you try one thing from this episode, just take 1 minute today to slow your breath. That's it. 1 minute. It may be the most peaceful moment of your day.
Before we end, let's do one last breathing round together. Something gentle to carry into the rest of the day.
I'd love that. Okay, everyone, sit comfortably. Let's do one round of 2-to-1 breathing. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. And breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind soften.
I don't even want to talk now. I just want to sit in this quiet.
Same. But we have to say goodbye, so let's do it gently.
Thank you to everyone listening. And remember, your breath is always here. Use it often. It loves you back.
If this episode helped you, share it with someone who needs a moment of peace.
And don't forget, you're doing better than you think. Breathe, smile, and speak with kindness.
Bye for now.